मेरा कैरल का प्रैक्टिस है और अभी एक ही ट्रेन है थाने का।
अरे नेक्स्ट ट्रेन पकड़ ले, अबे मेरे साथ चल, अपना ग्रुप कैफे जा रहा है।
नहीं यार, मुझे लेट होगा। आई हैव टू गो, क्रिसमस है समर।
क्या क्रिसमस करती रहती है, हमेशा कहते रही है महीने में। सी इवन आई हैव एन आइडिया अबाउट क्रिसमस। इतना क्या है उसमें कि तू पूरा नवंबर दिसंबर गायब रहती है।
तुझे पता नहीं है यार, you have only a rough idea of what Christmas is. You don't know the speciality of our Christmas. You have to know why we are so happy for this reason.
चल ठीक है, तू ही बता दे क्या है इतना स्पेशल।
And it starts like this. In the 6 months of Elizabeth's pregnancy, God sent an angel, Gabriel, to the town of Galilee named Nazareth. She had a message for a girl promised to marriage to Joseph, who was a descendant of King David. The girl was Mary. The angel came to her and said, "Peace be with you. The Lord is with you and grace greatly blessed you." Mary was deeply troubled by the angel's message, and she wondered what her words meant. The angel said, "Don't be afraid, Mary. God has been gracious to you. You will become pregnant and give birth to a son, and you will name him Jesus. The Lord will make him a king, as his ancestor David was. His kingdom will never end." Mary said to the angel, "I am a virgin. How can this be?" The angel answered, "The Holy Spirit will come upon you, and God's grace will rest upon you. For this reason, the Holy Child will be called the Son of God, for there is nothing that God cannot do." "I'm the servant of the Lord," said Mary. "May it happen to me as you have said." And the angel left her. The peasant boy rushes towards Joseph and informs him about Mary's pregnancy. After hearing this, Joseph was furious. The peasant further continues that he saw Mary and the angel talking about it last night. Joseph was a man who always did what was right, but he did not want to disgrace Mary publicly. So he made plans to break the engagement privately. While he was thinking about this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, "Joseph, descendant of David, do not be afraid to take Mary to be your wife, for it is by the Holy Spirit that she is conceived. She will have a son, and you will name him Jesus, because he will save the people from their sin." Joseph went from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to the town of Bethlehem in Judea, the birthplace of King David. Joseph went there because he was a descendant of David. He wanted to register Mary, who was promised to him. There were some shepherds in the part of the country who were spending their nights in the fields. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone on them. They were terribly afraid, but the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I am here with a good news for you, which will bring great joy to you. This is the very day in David's town the Savior was born, Christ the Lord. And this will prove it to you. You will find a baby wrapped in a strips of cloth, lying in a manger." When the angel went away to the heavens, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that the Lord has told us." So they hurried off to Mary and Joseph and saw the baby lying in the manger. Herod was the king. Some men who studied the stars came from the east to Jerusalem and told the king the place where the baby was born. When he heard this, the king was upset, and so was everyone in Jerusalem. He called the chief priest and the teacher of the law and asked them where the Messiah is born. The chief priest and the teacher weren't aware about this. So he called the visitors of the east and found out the exact place where the star had appeared. Then he sent them to Bethlehem with instructions to go and search for the child and to accordingly inform him so that he can also go and worship the child of Lord. So they left, and on their way they saw the same star they had seen in the east. When they saw it, how happy they were. The joy was a lot. It went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. They went into the house, and when they saw the child with his mother Mary, they knelt down and worshipped him. They brought out him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh and presented them to him. And the story ends here. This is why I'm always looking forward to this season. This is the real happiness for us.
Okay, now I get why you are so excited